So for our last section, we're going to be talking about adding fractions. So when we're thinking about this, when we're adding two fractions together, what we're really doing is adding two parts of a whole together. So we have one part of a whole here, however much that is, and another part of a whole here, and we are combining those to see how much we have. So we're adding two parts together. So, what is really important is that we need to make sure we're using the same units. So when you look at a fraction, like in this problem, Darla ate 2/3 of a small pizza and Nick ate 1/2 of a small pizza. So first of all, we want to recognize that we are working out of the same size, so that's why we can add them together. So the pizzas are the same, so their parts are going to be separated into the same size pieces, so that's why we can add them together. Because if we were trying to add, it's like trying to put together inches and centimeters. If you can't add 2 centimeters to 2 inches and say that it's 4, because inches and centimeters are different things. So what would you have? You'd have 4 of what? So that doesn't work. So it's the same thing with fractions. When you're looking at 2/3, we have the same units for the same size whole for the pizzas, so that way we can add them together. But we're looking here at how these are split up differently, and what we want to do is make sure that we're working out of the same units. So just like when you're adding centimeters and inches, you need to convert so that they're all in the same unit. So with 2/3, our unit here is thirds. So we have 2 copies of 1/3, which is our unit. So we have 1/3 and another third, which makes 2/3. And then for 1/2, we have 1 copy, one copy. 1 copy of 1/2. So these are our units, but we can see that these are different. So what we need to do is find a common denominator, or split all the pieces into the same size, so that we can figure out how many there are altogether. So how much pizza did Darla and Nick eat altogether? So when we're looking at 2/3, we have our whole here. Let's pretend it's a square pizza. And we have 3 units, and we have 2 of these colored in. So this is our 2/3. And then for Darla, we have the same size pizza, but hers is split into in half. So she has all of this. So what we want to do is create a common denominator, or split the pizza into equal size pieces. So what we can do is, actually, I'm going to do this a different way so you can see it easier. We have 1, 2 filled up. So what we can do is split this in half so that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and then we can split this up like that so that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, brain fart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So now we can see that the pizza is split up into equal pieces. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces shaded in out of 6. And here we have 1, 2, 3 pieces shaded out of 6. So now you can see we have the same units. We have copies of 1/6. So in this one, we have 4 copies of 1/6. And in this one, we have 3 copies of 1/6. So that means when we're adding these together, we're adding 4 plus 3. So we're only adding the top numbers because the bottom number is telling us our unit. So we don't mess with the bottom number because that's just telling us we have an amount of 1/6. So what we're doing is we're going to add 3 plus 4 copies of 1/6, and that gets us 7 copies of 1/6. Or you can write that as, we'll do like this, 4/6 plus 3/6 equals 7 copies of 1/6, or 7/6. So that's our answer for how much pizza they ate all together. So what you really need to remember is the copies part. You're not messing with this bottom number because that's just telling us our unit. It's only the top. So 4/6 plus 3/6 equals 7/6, and that's how much pizza there is. Okay, bye.